Hey everybody, it's Mike, and thanks for joining us this morning. Let's jump right in this morning. Did you think that all prospecting meant locking yourself in a room and pounding out hours of cold calls every day? Like when I talk about marketing yourself and building a business, is that what comes to your mind? Is like just hours and hours of pounding out cold calls? I hope not. I've never meant to imply that. Every morning at 9 o'clock, we have here a little group. They call themselves the No Excuse Club. And this is created for a group of agents that want to get together and work on prospecting. But prospecting is a dirty word in our business, right? Marketing themselves. And I want to encourage everybody to participate in this. But so many people don't, because their answer to it is, oh, but I don't like making cold calls. That's not my thing. That's not how I want to do it. And I'm like, well, who said anything about that? There are some people, that's their thing. That's what they do. And it works for them. But if that's not your thing, then it wouldn't work for you. Prospecting or marketing is not just cold calling, folks. So every morning this week, I'm going to try to prove it to you. I'm going to give you, I'm going to offer a different way to prospect or to market yourself that does not, dozens of different ways, but we will not talk about making cold calls this week. How's that? Save that for another time. So everything but cold calling for this week. To get started and to participate with me, though, you are going to need one thing. You're going to need a target audience. You're going to need your group of peeps. Now look, that's probably, to get started, a group of 500 to 1,000 people. It can be any group of people that you want it to be, but you are going to need to know who you're trying to market to, or it'll be almost impossible to craft a message that's effective. Okay? If you struggle with this and you haven't been able to come up with your target audience yet, that's what I'm here for, and I want to help you identify that. It will be one of the more challenging things that you do in your real estate career, but it is the prerequisite, in order to move through with a daily strategy or marketing. Because how are you going to create a message if you don't know who you're trying to create it for, right? Okay, so today, the marketing technique that I want to discuss with you this morning, and I just randomly picked one to get started. We're going to cover a lot of different things this week. We're going to cover everything except cold calling, okay? So, Facebook targeted ads. How about if we start there? Could you create a non-salesy ad and run it at your group of peeps, at your target audience? Could you? Well, here's what I hear. But Mike, I don't have any money. Well, folks, for those of you spending thousands of dollars every month on Zillow, I got a little news for you. You don't need a lot of money to do this. You're spending thousands to try to buy leads. I'm talking about dollars, not even hundreds, definitely not thousands. But Mike, I don't know how to do it. Well, Zoey's here, our marketing director, and Zoey will sit side by side with you and show you how to run a targeted ad. And the learning curve's not very big. You'll pick it up after the first one, I promise you. And I don't care how technology proficient you feel like you are. This isn't highly complex stuff. Though I know creating the first one, it would be helpful to have somebody sitting beside you to help show you how to do it. And that's exactly what Zoey's here for. Are you? Mike, I don't know what to say. I mean, I would do it, but I don't know what to say. Well, what do you think I'm here for, folks? I'll help you come up with the message. You are going to need to know who you want to receive the message, because the message will need to speak to them. But I can help you craft that. Here's the musts. when it comes to creating an effective Facebook targeted ad. Okay? It must involve you in the ad. I see this, I am watching you, and I know that you're out there doing it. Those of you that have hired some third-party company to do this for you. From one friend to another, it's a bunch of crap. It's horrible. It's salesy in nature. I can't scroll past it fast enough. It's why nobody went to Facebook today to see your crappy third-party salesy ad. Cut that stuff out. Well, Mike, I don't like to do it. I don't have time. Bunch of crap. You do have time, you just don't want to go through the initial learning curve, and that's why Zoey's here. If you think you're staffing this out to some social media company who's offered this to you, I just wouldn't do anything at all. Because the stuff I see you posting is just horrible. Cut that stuff out. Your ad needs to be you. That's what I went to Facebook for, to see behind the curtain with you, not to get sold anything. Now, if you want to sell me, then make it a non-salesy ad. Promote yourself without being like a Ronco sales guy. Call me if you want to buy or sell a house. Oh my gosh, who's that ever worked for? Nobody. Speak to me as the customer. What am I concerned about? The second thing, just tagging on to that, it can't be salesy in nature, folks. Speak to your audience. What's their single most important question? And speak to that. Those of you, and watch, you'll see these ads on Facebook that for guys, their GQ look, right? How smooth, how suave am I? For the ladies, they'll typically lean forward and show you some cleavage or try to show you how pretty they are, glamorous, cute. Cut that stuff out, folks. It's just terrible. You're not connecting with anybody. It just demonstrates that you haven't been able to come up with legitimate content to share with your customers. That's all it shows. That you're flaunting. Shows to me a lack of content. It kind of breaks my heart a little bit. I wish we would cut that stuff out. The other must that you'll need to have. I'm going to strongly urge you to consider video as your ad, and you in the video speaking to the fears, anxieties, and concerns that your customers have. No more pictures of the front of a house saying, if you want to buy or sell a house, contact me today or click here. That's just horrible. Create a video where you, as the credible professional, are speaking to me, the consumer, about what my fears, worries, and anxieties are, and help solve that for me. Then your ad won't be salesy. I'll get to know you a little bit. And that's only important if you agree with this, that people want to do business with people they know, they like, and they trust. If you don't agree with this, then hang up. You don't want to hear anything I have to say. But if you agree that people want to do business, they would prefer to hire an agent that they know and they like and they trust, then folks, you got to allow them to get to know you and get to see that you're a credible professional. Just because I might know you from some connection in my life doesn't necessarily mean that I think you're a credible real estate professional. You might need to demonstrate it to me. And that's why a Facebook targeted ad to your peeps that is a video with you in the video is so important. Now, can you go out there and make it happen for yourself today?